Wow, that is strong.
Have you ever spent thousands on a perfume only to hear someone say, I can't smell anything? Then another person walks into a room wearing the same fragrance and everyone notices it immediately. So, what happened? Did you buy a fake bottle? Is your skin different? Did you apply it incorrectly? Or have we all been using perfume the wrong way? Today, we are going the beyond internet hacks and discovering how perfumes are actually meant to be worn. We will answer questions like where should you spray your perfume, how many sprays are enough, do pulse points really matter, should you spray on clothes, and can simple mistake reduce the performance of even the finest fragrance. Hello everyone, my name is Manoj Singh. Welcome to Fragrance Wisdom. Before learning where to spray, let's understand what happens the moment perfume leaves the bottle. As the mist lands on your skin, the alcohol begins to evaporate. The fragrance molecules spread across the surface, then those molecules gradually evaporate into the surrounding air. This process is influenced by skin temperature, air movement, humidity, the fragrance formula itself, and where you have applied it. Perfume isn't simply sitting on your skin, it's constantly changing. Understanding this process helps us apply perfume more efficiently. You have probably heard this advice countless times. Always spray perfume on your pulse point. But what exactly is a pulse point? A pulse point is simply an area where major blood vessels is relatively close to the surface of the skin. For example, your wrist, your neck, behind the ear, including inside the elbow. These areas are usually a little warmer than surrounding skin. Because perfume evaporate with heat, slightly warmer skin can encourage fragrance molecules to evaporate a little faster. That exact evaporation can create slightly stronger projection during the earlier part of the fragrance. But here's the important part. Pulse points are not magical. Many people think spraying on a pulse point automatically doubles the longevity and projection. That simply isn't true. The temperature difference is relatively small. Modern perfumes design fragrances to work across the entire body. The perfume itself is far more important than where you spray it. Now, here's something especially important for viewers in India. India has one of the hottest climate in the world. During peak summers, surface skin temperature can rise dramatically. Higher temperatures increase the evaporation rate of fragrance molecules. This means a perfume applied directly to warm pulse points may smell, smell strong initially, but it can also move through its top note much faster. In contrast, during winter, our skin becomes cooler. That slightly warmth at a pulse point can actually have the fragrance bloom naturally. So my personal recommendation is during Indian summer, I prefer applying more sprays to clothing. Clothing remain cooler than skin, doesn't produce body oil, and often hold fragrance much longer. You will usually enjoy better longevity without overwhelming projection. During winters, pulse points become much more useful. The gentle warmth helps the fragrance develop beautifully without burning through the top notes too quickly. Of course, there are exceptions. Some fragrances are specifically designed for hot climates. Others perform wonderfully on skin regardless of the season. The key is understanding your environment rather than following one universal rule. So yes, pulse points really works for good projection. Now, there is another question: how many sprays do you really need? This is one of the most common question. There isn't one perfect number. Instead, consider three things: the fragrance, the weather, the occasion. A fresh citrus or the toilet may require more sprays than a dense amber perfume. A hot summer afternoon may require fewer sprays than a cold winter evening. An office environment calls for restraint, while an outdoor gathering may require a little more projection. Start conservatively. You can always add another spray. It's much harder to remove one. Perhaps the most famous perfume advice ever given is never rub your wrists together. But why? Rubbing creates friction. It may slightly increase heat and speed up evaporation in the opening moments. More importantly, it can physically spread the liquid unevenly before it has settled. Will one gentle rub ruin your perfume? No, but there is no real benefit either. The simple approach is also the best. Spray, let it dry naturally, then enjoy the fragrance as it develops. Yes, moisturizing helps, but here's why. Well moisturized skin gently provide a better surface for fragrance than very dry skin. Many people notice improved longevity after applying an unscented moisturizer. Some enthusiasts also use a thin layer of petroleum jelly on specific application points. Can this help? Sometimes it may also slow the evaporation of some fragrance molecules, but it's not a miracle solution. If a perfume naturally lasts 3 hours because of its composition, moisturizer won't magically transform it into a 12-hour fragrance. Here is some common mistakes that people do, which is reducing the performance of the fragrance. The mistake number one is applying perfume on extremely dry skin. Mistake number two, overspraying in enclosed space. A fragrance should be discovered, not announced from across the building. Mistake number three, expecting every perfume to perform the same way. Fresh citrus perfumes are designed differently from rich woody and amber composition. Judge them accordingly to their style, not by unrealistic expectations. Mistake number four, applying perfume immediately before stepping into heavy rain, intense heat, or gorgeous exercise. Mistake number five, poor storage. Leaving bottle in direct sunlight or extreme heat can gradually affect their quality. Store them in a cool, dry place far from the direct sunlight. If you have spent any time in fragrance community, you have probably heard people say this perfume has amazing projection, or the sillage is incredible, or the trail is beautiful. These terms are often used interchangeably, but they are actually describing different aspects of perfume performance. Let's understand each one. Projection answers one simple question: how far away can people smell you right now? Imagine standing in a room. If someone can smell your perfume from 2 to 3 meters away, your perfume has strong projection. If they only notice it during a handshake, projection is soft. Think of projection like a brightness of a flashlight. The brighter the beam, the farther it reaches. Projection is usually strongest during the first 1 or 3 hours because that's when the lightest fragrance molecules evaporate faster. Longevity is completely different. It answers another question: how long does the perfume remain detachable? It doesn't matter whether other people can smell it. If you can still detect trace after 8 hours, that's longevity. A fragrance may stop projection after 2 hours, yet remain close to the skin for another 6. Think of longevity like battery life. A phone may stop using maximum brightness, but it can continue running for many more hours. Now comes one of the most misunderstood term. The word sillage comes from the French language. Originally, it described the wake left behind a boat moving through water. Perfume borrowed this word because fragrance behave in a similar way. As you walk, tiny fragrance molecules remain suspended in the air behind you. That invisible scent wake is called sillage. Imagine someone walk past you 5 seconds later, you still smell their perfume. That's sillage. A fragrance with beautiful sillage doesn't necessarily fill an entire room. Instead, it leaves a graceful scent ribbon in the air. Luxury perfumes often value elegant sillage more than overwhelming projection. Now let's talk about trail. Many people think trail and sillage are identical. They are closely related, but not exactly the same. Trail refers to the scent path a person leaves as they move through a space. Imagine someone walking through a hallway. You walk through that same hallway 10 seconds later and you notice their fragrance. That's the trail. Think of it like footprint. The person has already gone, but evidence of their fragrance remains. Trails depend on several factors: movement, air circulation, humidity, and of course the perfume itself. Some fragrances create almost no noticeable trail, others leave a memorable signature wherever the wearer goes. Let's simplify everything. Projection answers how far does the scent travel while you are standing still. Longevity answers how long does it last. Siaz answers how much scented air surrounds and follows you while you move. Trail answers how long your scent remains after you are already passed by. They are four completely different measurements. A perfume can have strong projection but poor longevity, excellent sillage and only a moderate trail, or very soft projection and outstanding longevity with minimal sillage, yet remain on your skin for 12 hours. That's why saying the perfume lasts 12 hours doesn't automatically mean everyone around you will smell it for 12 hours. So there is no secret spray pattern, no magical pulse point, no internet hack that transforms every perfume into all-day powerhouse. The best performance comes from understanding your fragrance, your skin, your environment, and applying perfume thoughtfully. Remember, perfume isn't meant to dominate a room. It meant to become part of your presence. When you apply correctly, it leaves an impression without demanding attention. So today we have learned how to wear perfume, what is projection, longevity, sillage, and how to wear perfume more efficiently. But now another fascinating question appears. Why expensive perfumes cost so much? We will explore ingredients, packaging, marketing, research, natural oils, and luxury branding. Thanks for joining me. I am Manoj, and this is Fragrance Wisdom, where we go beyond reviews into the world of fragrance wisdom. Stay curious, keep exploring, and keep discovering the incredible world hidden inside every bottle.
You left your coat on the backroom chair, fingerprints on the glass where they